went to IIT after going through all the grill, and then you decided to do fashion and marketing.
The age of software being eaten up by AI, building the right thing is much more important than writing code as such.
After coming to college, I realized like engineering is not something I'm interested in.
We work out of the same place, we sleep there. At 2 a.m. we see a bug, it gets solved by 3 a.m.
Awesome. Would you hire me? I would like to come and work in that kind of setup. And I'm bored with this corporate setup of thousands of people. Welcome to my show. We have Mr. D and Sheetal from Flick D. And you want me to talk about fashion, a 50-year-old man talking about fashion with 22-year-olds who founded a fashion startup? Does it sound good? Nah, right? So tell me, D and Sheetal, what made you guys start this startup, especially in fashion?
So I'm very passionate about fashion as a space. And I always love solving problems in consumer tech and shopping. So yeah, I mean that's how I started. We started from Studify. We were building something in discovery commerce, and we were trying to build make shopping more engaging, but it was not something like 10x better from the existing platforms. So we pivot into Flick now.
Awesome. And you said you are a computer science and math grad.
Yeah.
Went to IIT after going through all the grill, and then you decided to do fashion and marketing.
Yeah, I mean, I always had interest in fashion from my childhood, as my father was tailor. So, and after coming to college, I realized engineering is not something I'm interested in, and I didn't want to spend years in doing jobs and all. I wanted to build something that matters, and so yeah.
Okay, so D, you tell me. So you are a hardcore programmer.
Yep.
Like me. No, not as bad as me. I'm sure you are better than me. That's why you went to IIT Delhi. So now tell me, being such a good programmer and in this AI age, you are building startup for the new generation. And what made you team up with her?
We understood early on when ChatGPT started building its language models that it was not so hard to build coding models around it, and Claude has been doing a pretty good job around it. So I understood that I need folks who understand what is the right thing to build, right? So with the age of software being eaten up by AI, building the right thing is much more important than writing code as such, right? So I thought Sheetal is the best person to tell me what to build, etc. And we've been doing multiple experiments prior to that as well. So
awesome. I'm glad that I'm involved with you guys at an early stage. I hope this becomes a very big company, not to make money. For you guys, you need money at your age. For me, it's okay. More than money, I want to see your fashion, the technology that you are building reach billions of people across the globe. So now tell me, I tried the app, right? My own avatar, it's posted in your Instagram. I look little younger. Why is that?
We initially tried to make your avatar a bit more model rather than laughing or random expressions.
Okay.
So that's why it looks like a bit angry.
A lot of it depends on the training data as well. So once we started training, we thought the initial user bases would be younger folks, and then we started to understand that the whole diaspora, whole spectrum of users are trying to use it, and that is when we understood we'll have to generalize stuff. And when we started doing it is when we understood that with generalization you lose a lot of detail. So we are kind of figuring out some sort of a grouping structure so as to solve especially for younger folks, for mid-age, old folks, and
So for my age, it makes sense to look younger because as you get old, you want to look younger. But your targeting audience are all teenagers.
Yeah.
How younger do they want to look?
For the teenagers, it doesn't make them too young. At this point, we have a pretty good likeliness ratio, right? So, that is exactly the reason a lot of folks have been engaged with us in an app format. So, almost 25% of our user base at this point, who are obviously, around 70% of it is younger generation. I would say more post 2000s, etc. Right. So these guys use at a frequency of every other day. Right?
Awesome. So where do you see 2 to 3 years from now you want to reach? Primarily targeting only India, or you want to reach the globe?
So initially we want to build in India, but later, yeah, I mean in future, obviously we want to go global and build a truly like AI native fashion marketplace where you don't have to do guesswork and make shopping experience much more easier, even than offline shopping.
See, you told me your father is a tailor, no real big business background, and you told me your dad was a civil servant,
Yep.
and no real big business background. Both of you are 22, and it really is a big puzzle for me these days. The younger generation of India, at 22 kids start company, which is great. But what amazes me is the exposure that you guys, the way how you guys talk. Does IIT train you with all this, or how does this come?
I mean, I guess we have this great acceleration, good community of seniors who kind of help us, and I mean, who put us in touch with you, etc. I mean, we kind of learn from each person we meet and try to pick something or the other and ingrain. I mean, IIT does as little as it possible, but I mean, a lot of this comes from your peers and your seniors who kind of come and push values into you.
Awesome. Now tell me, building startup, as you started from scratch, I know AI will tell you a lot of things, what to do, what not to do in terms of, the hurdles that you'll run into, but running a startup at a very early age, raising small money is not easy. So tell me your office setup. Do you have a posh 5-star office setup? Because lot of startups, once they raise Series A, they move into these fancy startups, all this cool work-life balance, all this, talk that comes out of younger generation, which is very unlikely for our age group. We never heard of work-life balance at our age. So how is your startup studio setup?
Okay, so we work out of a 4 BHK flat.
When you say 4 BHK flat, it's like a 4-bedroom apartment?
4-bedroom apartment. We are a team of 7 people, so we live there, and we have an office setup in our hall. So basically a hacker house kind of setup. And yeah.
I mean, we work out of the same place, we sleep there. So I mean, what happens is at 2 a.m. we see a bug, it gets solved by 3 a.m.
Awesome. Would you hire me? I would like to come and work in that kind of setup. I'm bored with this corporate setup of thousands of people, and I would love to come and live there, code there, sleep there.
Would love to have you, sir.
Probably one day, 24 hours at least I'll spend with you guys.
For sure.
Sure.
Huh? That will become a vlog for the channel.
Right? Awesome. Cool. Very good. So wish you all the luck. I want both of you to do very good, and the whole company FlickD. For all those people who follows me across the globe, if you're one of those enthusiastic investors eyeing for good companies, here is FlickD. They're building a cool app in fashion space. Then they can talk to you more about it when you reach out to them. Do reach out to Dheekshith and Sheetal, and they are looking to raise the next round of funding, and it would be an amazing journey to do it together. And looking forward to much bigger, probably shows in future.
For sure.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dheekshith.